Hello and welcome to another beautiful day. So it's come to my attention that I have 29 hours on this, which is kind of outrageous, but then I realized that that's just this Minecraft instance, so that includes the creative test world as well, so it's not actually that bad. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this in the final cut, but I was just out with the boys, had a wonderful boys' night, and I'm pretty gonked. I'm pretty chromed out chum. So I'm thinking we gear up and we don't even bother building, because building is for girls. And get some cool tools, because why do I need to two-shot a creeper? Wow, that's a lot of cobblestone. This farm is amazing. I can't get over how good it is. Yeah. Ooh, zombies. Yes. I forgot about that. Okay. Zombie farm as well. That's quite a lot of digging. Dang. Okay. Okay, well, first things first, we'll clear this out. I think objective 1 for today is get a good pickaxe with good stats to mine this bad boy out quicker. So yes, we are going to spend more time grinding for a good efficiency book or a good efficiency enchant than we are actually building the farm, because that's just how it works. Is this making sense? Wait, no, insert Zelda music here. Ah! Awesome, cool. So I decided to dig out the zombie farm in a pretty traditional way. I haven't built a mob farm in a long time, but you know, how hard can it be? I had the rough idea. Then we dug down a little bit because, you know, gotta get the zombies somewhere to drop. And then I started digging out this little space underground where we can have a killing chamber. I did attempt to make a bubble vader here, but it just did not work out, which is a shame. But I did like this general design, but unfortunately it will have to change. Okay, this might be the funniest still I've ever seen in my life. Hello little guy, what the heck? I just could not figure out how to make the farm work here. I was getting absolutely brutalized while trying to do this farm, and it just sucked. Also, let me show you what's going on down in this pit. So there's gotta be like, what, at least 5 zombies? It felt like nearly 10. And let's just get a slow-mo shot, I think would be quite nice. I don't know how to build a mob farm. This doesn't make sense to me. I place water, it covers up the hole. How do you make a farm? I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know how to do it. Also, these guys won't die. I dropped my torches down the pit, and they won't even let me into the fucking pit. I can't figure it out. Someone help me, please. Okay. Oh! I think that's enough Minecraft for the evening. Took me way too long. It's also not even, but we finally have a zombie spawner. It's very ugly in here, but no one's ever going to be looking in here. I didn't realize the radius to make them spawn was so weird, but it is. You have to go down a specific amount of blocks. Anything lower than this and it just will not spawn for me. I made a handy little bubble elevator as well, so we can go down to this little area through the trapdoor. Huge storage space. This mossy cobblestone dictates when the spawner is active. You see here it's lit up as a zombie spinning. If I step back, it's dead. So that's my zombie zone. We can just stand here and swipe away. Now, this area is pretty ugly, so I would like to freshen it up a little bit, because, you know, these are jungle trapdoors, we've got cobblestone, we've got spruce trapdoors. What's going on? You know, these chests, everything here is so ugly, so I want to freshen it up a bit. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. I think the oak shelves and the stripped oak itself provides a really nice contrast, and the lanterns look really nice here. I'm not crazy about having like little to no transition here. It is just very abrupt. It starts and it ends, and this area itself is so drab and boring. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Now we gotta start on upstairs. So, as I'm sure you're aware, this farm does break blocks, which is fine. I've realized that I can actually just cover the case of this in obsidian and no destruction will get past. However, I don't have a good enough pickaxe or method of getting obsidian because I'm not going spelunking for all of that, so I think I'm going to wait till the end dimension in order to cover this bad boy up. So until then, we need a sort of eye protector for this. Kind of like a pair of visual sunglasses. Sunglasses are visual, but you know what I mean. To block this up. Because, you know, it's right in front of my house, and I don't want to be looking at this all the time. So, for my idea, we're going to need a lot of wool, maybe a bit of concrete, and a very, very particular Pokemon. Let's get to it. Alright, we're gonna roll for one of the 1028 Pokemon, and hopefully it's one I know and I can actually build. That's Gen 1! Oh my god. Okay, we're building Hitmonchan. That is cool. Yeah, I've never seen this Pokemon before, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure he's Gen 1. Finally, the crux of my episode. We built a Pokemon to cover up that hideous, hideous farm. And as it slowly gets obscured, and I very clearly build with Lightmatica. Not the biggest fan of Lightmatica so far. It is so confusing. I don't know how to do it layer by layer just yet. I thought this was really cute. I did use a reference image, which I'll throw up on screen, but I built it in Minecraft, all by myself, all by my lonesome. And I think it turned out pretty well. It's sitting in the creative test world. Maybe we'll add more pixel art as the time goes on. Maybe we'll have more hideous, hideous things to obscure. But till then, I'm very happy with how this turned out. Thank you for another great episode. Let's also destroy this terrible, terrible tree in the background. I think we've really achieved something huge here. You can hardly even tell there's an ugly farm behind this guy, you know? Let me check the view from my bedroom. Okay, so it's not great. I guess I should have done him a bit to the right, but this guy, he's just temporarily covering that. We'll actually make that into a nice build eventually. I don't know when I'm gonna beat the game. Or why I'm Steve. I don't know a lot of things. Yeah, we're gonna beat the Ender Dragon soon, because I'm getting kind of tired of having terrible, terrible gear. I really miss having Depth Strider. And I've never really gone for full netherite, so I think next episode will be a proper gearing up and or villager trading episode. I don't know. We'll figure out what's to come soon. It's really throwing me off that I'm Steve. I don't know why this is happening. I'm gonna go fix that. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.